Hey guys, Gianni here. I'm gonna record two videos, but this is gonna be the first one. This is probably one of the hardest videos to record because it's literally about dribbling with R2, and for those of you that are more advanced who have the ability to control your sprint with R2. So what I mean by this is, slightly holding R2 for those of you who do know how to do this. This video is for you if you're looking for a more advanced thing to do. So as you know, normally when you hold sprint, your player just runs. I'm using Edmilson, by the way. He has literally good ball. He has good ball control, really low tight possession, and really low dribbling. So as you can see, this is me running normally. And then for those of you who know, in order for this to work, you'd have to use R2 to sprint, because R2 is kind of like a racing game where the more you hold accelerate, the less control you have over a car going around the bend, but the less you hold the accelerate button, you slightly hold it, the more control you have going around the bend. So I'll kind of put it in that context. So yeah, so with R2, if you fully hold sprint and you try to turn, do you see how much of a wide turn I'm taking? Now with controlled R2, where you hold it slightly, I can still turn at a more controlled rate. I'd say I'm holding R2 probably, I'll show you the differences in R2s. Right, so for when you fully hold R2, the whole circle is shown. When you slightly hold R2, I'd say this is probably 10%. 10% is when only the arrow is shown, highlighted. That's how you know you're on 10%. Then maybe 20% or 30%, I'd say, is when the circle and the arrow is highlighted slightly. 50% is the same thing, I think. Then obviously you have 100% is when it's fully lit up. So I do think there's three phases to the R2. I think there's like the 10%, which is just the arrow, as you can see. 30%, which is slightly the arrow and the ball and the circle. As you can see, the circle is really faint, but the arrow is there. And then obviously 100% is when it's fully green and on both ends. But yeah, anyway, the point of this video is to talk about decelerating after you are fully sprinting. So as you know, when you fully sprint, you normally let go of sprint, but there's another thing you can do. Instead of letting go of sprint, you can fully hold sprint and then go to 10%, as you can see. So I'm sprinting, and then I drop the sprint to 10%, as you can see. Look at the dribbling he's got. Instead of me like slowing down like this, which kind of takes a long, there's a little stutter animation he makes when he's trying to let go of sprint. But instead of that, we're going to hold sprint and then put sprint into 10%. As you can see, the ball is like instantly close to his foot. Now we're going to try with people with higher dribbling. As you can see, Lionel Messi. So this is him running, and this is when we let go of sprint, as you can see. And then we're going to try running and then put in sprint to 10%. As you can see, he's got this animation. And then we're going to do it backwards the other way. As you can see. Pretty cool animation. Pretty cool. We're going to do the same with Neymar. Sprint and then let go. Sorry, it is really hard to do, I can't lie. As you can see, Neymar. From my understanding, this works when there is a change of pace. So to be honest, you could be walking normally and then you sprint and then you let go of sprint and then just hold R2 10%. You can dribble like that. It's very useful when attacking the wings, for instance. So I'm running with Neymar and I just hold R2 and then wait, it's quite hard to do. Bear with me. I say this is even me, I'm struggling with this, even though I'm really good at R2 sometimes. And then as you can see, still struggling. So R2 and then let go. As you can see, Neymar still running at me at a lower speed. So we're gonna do that. You can see. I'd say it's really effective on the wing, for instance. Let's say you're on the wing here. I'm on the wing and I want to let go of sprint. As you can see, boom, boom, step overs. And we can cut inside and do something else. Really effective. Again, to do this, you have to, first of all, set your controls to R2 to sprint. And then, yeah, once you've done that, it's literally a case of running and then slowing down with your R2, as you can see. As you can see, it is quite hard to do. Sometimes I struggle as well to get the exact time, as you can see. I think to do this, he has to be at 30%, I think. As you can see, yep, there we go. It seems easier when it's at 30% after the control. Yep. And it's also good because when you're turning normally, you can still keep the ball close to your foot. Even without decelerating. As you can see, you decelerate and then boom. You can hit him with a body feint or something. Pretty cool. I'm going to show you some examples of decelerating. And like, and obviously control sprinting as well. So we're going to go into some videos. This might be a very long video, and apologies for that. But again, I guess people want to learn. So we're going to go through controlled sprinting and deceleration. So as you can see, I've got clips here, examples of me doing it. Can you see Messi's touch? Seems to be more controlled. And then we've got in-game clips of when I'd use it. So if I just go for it, so I use it here. As you can see with Messi, to cut inside, it is really cool. It allows you to delay your run and wait for backup or help. As you can see, he's controlling his player, but he can't press me yet because he's not sure on how I dribble. So it's a great example. Another example is on the wing, for instance. I'm just going to select Neymar, as you can see. We do it slightly here, and then we use a body feint, which I'm probably going to make a video on that as well, body feint. So if I slow this down to about 0.5, I'm sprinting, and then look, can you see the circle? It's literally the arrows here, and then the circle is slightly highlighted. So I guess I'd say that's 30% of the sprint button. So as you can see, I'm fully sprinting, it's fully green, and then I let go of that and I move it to 30%, and we're able to do that. And then I hit him with a step over, and then I go the other way. Pretty cool. You know, you can mix it up with some skills and stuff. This is an example of a controlled sprint from kickoff. I get the ball, I'm sprinting, and then if I slow this down here, for a split second, you can tell I'm using, look, can you see? Look at the touch Neymar's taking. Enough for me to use Carlos to overlap, and then I can still do something else. So I'm buying myself time with this animation. And then as you can see, my little signature where I sprint, do the sharp touch, and then we score from kickoff. Another example is I have Messi here on the wing, as you can see. As you can see, I'm slightly holding sprint here. I'm probably on 10% right now. So only the green arrow is highlighted, as you can see. Sorry about this playback. I don't know what's wrong with this. Right, and then I fully sprint in, and then I let go. Can you see? I'm letting go of I'm on 30% right now. The arrow is highlighted and the circle's highlighted, so I'm on 30%. As you can see, this should have been a foul, by the way. It was a foul, but we played advantage. But yeah, I'll slow this down one more time. Sorry. Speed 0.5. As you can see, look, Messi's taking more touches to buy myself time to sprint past him. So as you can see, I use full sprint here. I use a full sprint to get past my player, and I nutmeg him, but I was fouled in the end. As you can see, the ref raised his hand. But yeah, that's a pretty cool clip. Another example, I believe I'm running, oh yeah, no, this is normal speed. So another example is I'm running, and then here, this is what I was talking about. You don't necessarily have to fully sprint, it's just a change in pace. So you could be sprinting halfway or dribbling fast, and then you slow down. The point is, as long as you slow down to 30%, the animation will kick in. So as you see here, I'm on the wing, and I can see the circle is fully green. The arrow is green, and then the circle is slightly green. So you can tell I'm on 30% speed right there. So as you can see, the animation is going to kick in now. Look. Can you see? So from here, because we took a wide angle, now it requires a change in pace. And then by doing so, we drop it to 30%. You can tell by the circle. And then now we're attacking him at a slow speed, but we're keeping the ball, but we're still attacking, and we lose the ball. But that's an example of me keeping the speed of the ball going at a slower speed, but we're still keeping the ball close to our feet and still attacking. This is another example. With Neymar, I believe, yep. Again, as you can see, I'm going to slow this down to 0.5. As you can see, the circle is fully green with the arrow green, so you can tell I'm fully sprinting. And then it slows down the arrow. You can see it's on 30%. And then I just do lose the ball, but yeah. And then last one, this is with Iniesta. As you can see, the circle was fully green with the arrow green as well, so we can tell we're at full speed. And then you can see me go to 30%. As you can see, look at Iniesta, keeping the ball close to his foot. And then body feint, and we're away. Again, I'm going to make a video on body feint, how effective it is. I'll show you this in real speed so you see what it looks like. See, little animation. So if we go back a bit, I'm fully sprinting here. Boom, and then I just quickly go into 30%. Body feint. And then yeah, we score from this anyway, but I don't think you guys want to see the goal. So yeah, I'll go to the other one, Neymar one, so you can see in full speed as well what happens. This is in real time. Little feint. And I think the Messi one as well, I didn't show you in real time, so I'll show you this in real time. So yeah, 30% here, and then boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Cool. I hope you enjoy the video. Actually, while I'm here, I'm going to show you a very good controlled sprint. This is still applying 30%, but this time it's 30% from the get-go. This isn't part of the video, but I'm just going to show you guys anyway. So this is me using 30% of the sprint to turn and dribble. As you can see, by the arrow underneath my feet, I'm using 30%. So So I'm literally going from 30% to no sprint, and then still 30% here. You can tell I'm still on 30%. And then a body feint to send my defender, and then my signature move, but we lose the ball. Yeah. So this is probably the first stage you get to. I'd say learn how to control 30% first. And when you've learned how to control 30%, then you can incorporate sprinting at full speed and then decelerate to 30% to get the little animation I showed earlier. But this is me at 30%, you know, just warming up. And then, yeah, as mentioned. The next video will be on feints. So that is using your body to trick the defender, as you've seen in little highlights in the clips I've shown earlier. And then we've got a scissors feint video as well. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.